Yo, what's up guys, it's Piglin here, and in today's video I'll be showing you the weakness of every mob in Minecraft. So first up we have the Enderman, which his weakness is water, the parrot, his weakness is a cookie, the chicken, his weakness is a fox or an ocelot, the panda, which is thunderstorms and lightning, the wolf, which is llamas, the fox, which is polar bears, the hoglin, which is warp fungus, the villager, which is zombies or illagers, the blaze, which is water or snow, the drown, which is axolotls, the zombie, which is sunlight or iron golems, the skeleton, which is wolves or sunlight, the creeper, which is cats, the breeze, which is deflections, the copper golem, which is oxidation, the creaking, which is the creaking heart or leaving the biome, the piglin, which is the overworld or zoglins, the snow golem, which will be water or rain, the iron golem, which will be water or lava, the fish, which will be air, and the bee, which is a wither rose. So let's get into it. Okay, now for the Enderman, obviously his weakness is water. As you can see, it damages him and teleports him. However, something interesting is if you put a cauldron in and then, you fill that up with water and put the Enderman in, he doesn't get damaged by it, like normal water he does. Now let's get into the next mob. Okay, so the next mob I'll be showing you the weakness of is the parrot. So, as you can see, a parrot here, and I'm going to feed him a cookie. Oops, sorry about that. It gives them a poison effect, I guess, so I guess you shouldn't feed parrots cookies. Looks like they're hiding from me. Here goes another. I'll see what happens if I drop the cookie. Will he pick it up? No, so you have to actually right-click on him, like that. So if you need to craft some arrows and you have a lot of cookies, then do that, I guess. Let's get into the next. Okay, now we have the chicken. His weakness will be a fox and an ocelot. So if I spawn a fox, as you can see, he is a very efficient hunter. The ocelot isn't as efficient. They prefer like more of a sneak attack half the time. Look at that. You see that jump? That was cool. Look, now he's eating chicken. The fox has a weakness as well, which is coming up later in the video, but yeah, let's keep going. Okay, now we have the panda, which this one is kind of interesting. I'll spawn a few of these guys. Now, anyone want bamboo? You guys? I don't know. Okay, there we go. They were kind of coming at me there. Oh. Now I'll show you this. So I feel bad doing this, but change the weather to thunder. Now watch this. They go from being happy to being very sad. We'll just have to wait. Okay, they look pretty happy, but trust me, they are scared of thunder and lightning. Summon a lightning bolt. He stopped eating. I've heard they actually do take damage as well, but yeah. Okay, now we have the wolf. So, if you know, wolves actually do attack sheep, as you can see. However, they have a weakness themselves, and it is the evolved sheep, also known as the llama. As you can see, he just ran away. I'll put another one down. Maybe I can surround him by llamas. They spit at the wolf. Well, he's just gonna run away. I'll put a trader llama down. He's scared of them as well. Look at them. Oh well, that's what the wolf's scared of. He won't even attack the sheep when he's around those llamas, so let's get into the next. Okay, now we have the fox. Now, foxes obviously will spawn like in white fur when they're in the snow and orange when they're not in the snow, like different biomes. But they're actually scared of polar bears, so as you can see, polar bears try to even eat them, but they don't have a ton of success, as you can see. Now, something interesting about these foxes is they're scared of the player, so if I go game mode survival, see how they'll run away from me? They just run away. But yeah, that's their weaknesses, and let's get into the next. Okay, now we have Hoglin, and they're actually scared of warped fungus, so as you can see, he's running away. If I put it down, he'll run away. I could probably run him off the cliff if I... Can't put it on the netherrack though, so maybe not. Let's try this. Put one... I'll get some Nylium, and I'll put like a little circle around here and see if we can do something pretty evil. I'll make it so he can't possibly escape. Okay, now here we go. Let's see what way he goes. Maybe I'll break the ones on the edge. As you can see, he's just freaking out, trying to escape. But he can't. Oh, he's smart enough to not run off the edge, but the minute I break this, he'll go straight out. If he only could. Well, that's his fear, so let's get into the next. Okay, now we have the villager, and his fear is actually zombies. As you can see, he's running away. But zombies can't get through doors, so... Yeah, if he closes that, he'll be safe, but I don't know why he went out. Now, villagers have a lot more fears. Pretty much any hostile... Well, a lot of hostile mobs, but... One of these, I'll open a door, that's quite mean of me. Oh, there's none in there, let's see. Oops. Anyone in there? No. No. Here we go. Now, as you can see, illagers also scare them. I'll put a Vindicator down, because he can actually catch the villager. And as you can see, they're running after him, and he's running away, so... Yeah, that's the fears of villagers, or should I say weaknesses. Let's get into the next. Okay, now for the weakness of blazes. As you can see, if I break that, he'll fall into the water. Water is his weakness, as well as snowballs. They will actually do damage against him, even though they don't damage other mobs, so I'll see if I can kill him just using it, just like that. So, technically, they're the only mob that a snow golem is actually somewhat effective against. He's effective against them too, but they, you know, that's the only mob a snow golem can actually kill, so let's get into the next. Okay, now we have the drowned, and as you can see, his weakness will be axolotls. You see they target him, and they target him pretty well. He can't do very much against them. Well, actually he can, these two have been like poisoned and they freeze up. But there he goes, look at the baby ones. And his other weakness is actually going to be air, as you can see. He will go back to water like that, but if you spawn him quite far away, like we'll put him here, even with a... Okay, with a pumpkin he's safe. It is Halloween, so yeah. As you can see, he's taking a lot of damage and he will die to that air. It does take longer than you'd expect, but there he goes. I guess with a pumpkin on their head they're safe. Here's a drowned, probably trying to get some axolotls. We'll see how effective they are when he's got a trident. Okay, not very effective. Anyway, axolotls also target squids, look at that. So, yeah, that's the weakness of a squid, just randomly. Axolotls move very slow out of water, so their kind of weakness is going out of the water. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so now the weakness of a zombie is obviously going to be the sun. Now, another weakness of the zombie is technically water, because he can't swim and he'll go to the bottom and transform into a drown. It takes about 30 seconds or so, so while that's happening I'll show his other weakness, which will be this guy right here. He literally does not stand a chance. Even if it's not daylight, he stands no chance. But yeah, let's see how the transformation's gone. He should be about to transform. Something else kind of interesting about zombies, if I spawn one with a pumpkin, light on, well, fire from the lightning bolt, which is kind of weird. Oh, but it kills him. Okay, here we go. There's the drowned. As you can see, he turns into a drowned. It's not really a weakness, but they can't swim, so yeah. Let's get into the next one. Okay, now we have the skeleton. Obviously, like the zombie, his weakness will be the sunlight. Now, he has another weakness, which is quite interesting. I'll show you guys from down here so that he doesn't burn up. His other weakness is actually a wolf. Because wolves like bones, obviously. Oh. And he can't even attack them, he just has to die. And it also works against strays. As you can see, the wolves also target a stray because he's still made of bones, and a wither skeleton. However, the difference is the wither skeleton can fight back a lot more effectively, and he doesn't even burn in the sun, so yeah. But they actually don't target a skeleton horse, which is kind of strange because he's made out of bones. But yeah, that's the weakness of skeletons. Let's keep going. Okay, now next we have the most famous weakness. It will be a creeper being scared of a cat. As you can see, he'll just run away. You can just move him in any direction you want. And he just tries to run away. He's also afraid of ocelots too. As you can see. Because they're pretty much a cat, so the creeper's trying to run away. They don't attack the creeper, but he's still very much afraid of cats and ocelots. So let's keep going with the weaknesses. Before I show you the breeze, I'll also show you that bogs are actually weak against wolves as well. But they will try to fight back, unlike the skeleton. But yeah, now let's get into the breeze. So as you can see, we have a breeze over here. Oh, let me just get rid of this guy first. Now, let's just get up here and go survival mode. His weakness will be deflection, so as you can see, you can deflect his thing at him. Oops. Like this. Like that. Oh. I don't know how many hits it takes. Must take a lot of hits. You can just spam click to deflect it. He can take a lot of his own medicine. I don't know how long it'll take. His other weakness is obviously projectiles, like a bow. Oh. I just want to kill him with the deflection. Okay. There you go. That is how you kill a blaze using his weakness. Well, a breeze, not a blaze. Let's get into the next mob. Okay, now we have the copper golem, and his weakness is obviously oxidation, so I'm gonna break that chest. And eventually, when you leave him out, he will oxidize and become a statue. So if I change the text speed to about, let's say 100, it'll make him oxidize a lot quicker. Let's see the sun. Okay. Let's set it to like 300 maybe. Eventually he will oxidize. I don't know what the default text speed is. I think it's very low, but yeah. Maybe I'm setting it too high. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys when he starts to oxidize. Okay, so after a very long time, he eventually oxidized and turned into a statue, so yeah, you can just move him like this, but he doesn't move anymore and there's no way to get him back, unfortunately, so that's his weakness, oxidation. Let's get into the next. Okay, now we have the Creaking, so if you hit him, you'll see he's connected to this Creaking heart. Now if I delete that, he despawned. Or died, actually. Now, another way that you can get them... Okay, that one just spawned. He's connected to... Oh, that one all the way over there as well. Let's see if we can see him die. There you go. Now, another way to get them is actually... Let's see if we can get another one spawn. I'll show you guys, because if they leave the pale garden, they actually despawn. Okay, there goes one right there. So now let me just change my game mode to survival. Obviously they'll only chase you and hit you if you're not looking at them, so if I take him out here... Okay, he's going backwards. Completely unaffected by the... What way are you going, bro? Okay, he's stopping there. Now, watch this. If I go... I'm set day. Disintegrates because he left his biome. Now, let's get into the next one. Okay, now we have the Piglin. As you can see, he'll start shaking when he comes out to the overworld. And eventually he will turn into a zombified Piglin, so... It does take a few minutes for the transformation, but... Yeah. He wants to go back so bad, but... There you go, there's the transformation. Now, if I go back in to the nether... And I spawn a Piglin... He'll be attacked by a Hoglin. And he'll run away, but they'll eventually get him. It's quite fast though. And this one has armor, so it's a little unfair. There we go, we finally got a big one. And that is the Piglin weaknesses. Let's get into the next. Okay, now we have the snow golem, and obviously fire is one of his big weaknesses, but an unexpected one is actually water. So he'll take damage in water. Now that works for rain as well, so if I set it to rain, well, it's actually snowing because we're so high up, but if I drop down off the mountain and spawn one, he'll take damage to the rain. Now, he will also take damage in low environments like deserts, so yeah. Let's get into the next. Okay, and now we have the iron golem. So one of his weaknesses is he can't swim, so if I go survival and bait him by just attacking him, he'll come at me, and if I jump into the water and start swimming, he'll try to come for me. But he actually can't swim, so he just sinks, as you can see. Look at that. He's just sinking down there, and I can just come right back up here. And obviously he has 100 HP, so it takes ages, but he will eventually drown down there. So yeah, his other weakness is actually somewhat interesting as well. It's lava, and it's also because he can't swim. And lava obviously deals a lot more damage, so that'll get rid of him fast, but yeah. He literally can't get out. So that'll obviously get him quite quick. I'll see if the other one's drowning yet. Take a look. He doesn't appear to have taken any damage yet, but obviously like any mob that can't breathe underwater, he'll eventually die, so let's get into the next one. So the next one is kind of the opposite of the iron golem. As you can see, these fish are all fine, but obviously they don't do well in air, so if I drop them in like there, that's a big salmon, but he will take damage. We'll see which one can escape to the water. You're going the wrong way. Eventually they'll take damage. There we go, the salmon has taken damage. Half the fish is gone and the cod is gone. So yeah, we'll see. I wonder if that iron golem's taken any damage yet. He still has not. Maybe he just stays trapped down here for eternity and never takes damage. Who knows? Let's get on to the next. Okay, now we have this one, the bee. So I'll just put a nest there, or a hive I should say. There's a couple bees. Obviously they love flowers. There's some flowers over here they might go for. However, if I put some of these roses, these wither roses in, as you can see, it'll poison the bee. Okay, I don't know why they're flying towards me, but you see they're trying to pollinate the wither rose, and it does not go well, as you can see. So yeah, that's the weakness of every Minecraft mob. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.